Hey, everybody, and welcome into another Music Monday. I'm Sabrina Taylor, creator and host of Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide. So glad you guys are here. I see you guys are already popping in, probably my YouTubers. Hey, YouTubers, want to say hello before I forget to say that. And for those of you on Facebook, welcome in. Comments are already starting to come in as well. It is going to be a wonderful, wonderful show tonight. I want you to, if you can, if you're on your laptop, get your handheld and share for me. Share and invite. You want to share some good things, right? AFTR is a great group, and we are just so excited to have them on tonight. Share, let everybody know they are here. They're down there smiling. I see them down there. So happy that they're here. Happier that you are also here to support the indie artists. Thank you so much for doing that. Well, I want to bring our two guests on tonight. Tia,
Hi.
Dad.
Hey.
Hey, they're just smiling. And I am so glad to have welcome on the Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide platform, ladies.
Thank
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure. It's definitely a pleasure. And people are definitely starting to share. And I want to thank you guys in advance for that. So let's just get to chatting a little bit. After, okay. So after, there's no E. You know, I've been waiting to talk about that. There's no E in there. But after, so that stands for something. What is that? What does AFTR mean minus the E?
Along for the ride. So I feel like you might have a question on this later, so I don't want to answer your question.
No, it's fine.
But I know that when we first started the journey, we didn't know what was going on. We don't know nothing about nothing. So we both were just like, we're along for the ride. So.
Oh, I got it. That makes sense. But you also have a CD, which we'll talk about later in the broadcast, that has the same title. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. I have truly enjoyed your music all this week. I really, really have. One of my favorite, Stability.
Oh, that's a big one. I think that might be the number one played right now.
Yeah. I think so. When I looked at Spotify, it had over maybe 6,000 plus streams.
It's up there.
You guys are amazing. And you kind of remind me of the heart of Mary Mary. I'm sure people talk about that all the time, right?
That's actually kind of like not the basis, but kind of how we saw ourselves. Like
really. Well, let's talk about that first. Where are you located? Where are you from?
Northern Virginia. Yeah, right outside of DC.
Yeah.
Really? So did you grow up there, or did you?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I was kind of everywhere. I'm a military brat. So this is kind of like a station. So I've been here since I've been here long enough.
I think
did high school here most of my time now. Yeah.
Wow. So how did you meet? Because I know you're friends, and you're more than friends, but we'll share as we go. But how did you guys meet?
It was just at the house.
At the house, yeah. We were okay. I'm gonna say this right this time.
Yes.
Her boyfriend, and my boyfriend were brothers.
Yes.
So we ended up at the house hanging out. Yeah. And then it was like, oh, this is my brother's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. And now we're married.
We're married.
How many years ago was that?
Yeah.
That was 2011.
Mm-hmm. 2011. Yes. Her memory is awesome.
That is crazy. So you two married brothers.
Yes.
Oh
We
my
were best
God.
friends first.
Yes, before we got
Before
married.
that,
Isn't that special?
it's very special.
You
Yeah.
couldn't ask for a better connection like that.
Don't make me
Because,
cry.
sometimes when you get married, it's like, I can take her or leave her, but not
Not
so with
here to
you guys.
stay.
No.
Stuck like
Yeah.
glue.
So what's church like you guys' beginning, or what inspired you? Tell me what started and inspired you in music.
You can say.
Well, inspired music or like us coming together because we were singing back.
Music, period. Like, what is
Music
it
period.
that
Oh gosh.
that intrigued you about music and brought you into music, and then of course that led you guys, kind of like God's ordained plan, seems like it,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
connect the two of you. That's amazing, though. I'm still back there thinking about, you know, this was my friend's. Well, actually, they were brothers, and I met her through, you
Yeah.
know,
That
Yeah,
was
my
that's
boyfriend's
that
brothers.
was God's ordained move. I just
Yeah.
believe that. But go ahead. I want to hear the story. I want to
Yeah.
hear it.
I grew up in church. I grew up singing in church.
likewise.
So I don't know any life outside of singing. I think I started really singing in like second grade. Um,
Yeah.
and I just love music. I was in dance. Just
Mhm.
all things music. My family listened to music. I think my grandma's siblings were in music. Like they sing, they play piano.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Skipped a couple, and then I got it.
It's
Love
in
my
your
mom.
DNA, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gosh. What about you, Tia?
I don't know outside of music, like you're saying.
yeah.
Like I've been in
No, it's
church,
just been there.
sang in the choir. I'm on, we do praise and worship, and I don't know outside of
Yeah,
music.
it's just always been.
So,
Yeah.
church girls.
Yes.
I love it. Me
Yeah,
too. I mean,
Love
that's where
it.
I started. That's where I started at 10 years
yeah,
old. In church,
Yeah.
singing, choir director, then lead singer, and then
Yeah.
on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
But you guys are still
Yeah.
with it, though. You're still singing.
yeah. I
Uh,
Yeah.
can't shake it at this point. I think we both have tried. Like, maybe we'll take a
Take a break.
break,
I
and
was
then
just
it's
singing
like
those words.
back with a vengeance.
Yes. Always
Yeah,
something.
it's
Even
ours. Yeah.
really? Wow. So, who are some of your, along the way, I know things change as you
yeah.
grow, but who were some of, Jazz, who were some of your musical influences when you grew up singing? Who'd you love
Definitely
to hear?
Whitney.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whitney was a big one.
Yep.
Mariah Carey was a big one.
Yeah.
Yolanda Adams. I
Of
think my first
course.
few
Yeah.
solos were Yolanda Adams songs.
Mhm.
CeCe Winans, like
Of
the old
course. Of
school.
course.
And then once American Idol started, Fantasia became a big deal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow. So, what about you, Tia?
Very similar. A lot of
Really?
Yolanda Adams. Marvin Sapp was
Oh wow.
a lot
I
of
didn't know
Marvin
that.
Sapp, Smokey Norfolk.
Yeah, that's
Oh
good.
gosh,
I can see
yes,
that.
and of course CeCe Winans. I feel like she's just
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite singer.
yes.
Period. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, but
Yeah.
yeah.
How about India Reed?
Oh, definitely
Yeah,
India.
she gives me India Ari vibes.
Oh,
When I
you know what? You're
you know,
right.
Oh,
You
yeah.
you do kind of give me that India Ari
Right?
vibe.
It's very like
Yeah.
okay.
vibe.
I'll
Like
take it. I'll
yeah,
take it. Thank
yeah.
I love it. I love it. And so you were saying at the top of at the half hour mark when we started, though, at the top of the show, that Mary Mary was kind of like your basis, if you will, or foundation. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. I think for me, there's not a lot of female duos, especially in the
Yeah.
gospel realm.
Right.
I think for me, if I hear of two girls singing together, I'm immediately on Mary Mary. Like I
Mary
know we
Mary.
have Sally, but they're like kind of now time. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like I guess a mashup between the two because
Mhm.
I think our voices are different like that, but then
Mhm.
they come together and we have like similar tones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I usually look at it as like a Mary Mary, Chloe Halle mashup.
I love that. I do. So what about for you, Tia?
Oh gosh, it's the same. Like we've talked
Yeah.
about this. Yeah, Mary, because they go across the board with different sounds. They've got
Sure.
more, and that they've got the old school, they've got the current, and they're all always doing stuff, even individually. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, they're yeah.
Have you ever thought about how long have you guys been together as a duo gospel group now?
A year.
Yeah,
Has it been a
You're
year yet?
brand new. Wow.
It's been
like
I think it's
officially,
been a
it's been
year.
an official year, but we were singing background
Yeah,
together.
we sang background together, and we sang praise and worship together.
Praise
It's
and
kind of
worship
where
together. Yeah.
our singing together started, and then we would sing together just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Yeah.
were singing together for quite some time, but like
Yes.
officially, like with
Like,
after.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
Yeah.
right.
year.
Like a year.
It's been about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think as Mary did at some point in time that you would consider maybe singing, not, leaving the group, but
Mhm.
just doing something solo ish?
Yeah, so I was solo before we got into after.
Mhm.
And that
Ah,
was one of the things
yeah.
that we already knew would be a thing,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like us coming together, but then I can speak for myself and then myself doing some things on the side. I would love for her to do some things on her own because her vibe is such a vibe. And I know sometimes when you're trying to like,
Aw.
yeah, stop.
It's
But
so
I would
cool.
love to hear like what she thinks and like how she would do it, and not so much on like altering it to see how I can fit in. You know what I'm saying? But like just to see
Yeah.
what would Tia do? What's in Tia's mind?
Yeah. Yeah.
She has some
In
really
due
great
time.
ideas.
So what about you, Tia? Expound a
Yeah,
little.
in due time. In due
In due
time. I'm
time.
always
Y'all
ready.
encourage her. Y'all
Come
encourage.
on, Tia.
Yeah. Yeah. Always writing and doing things.
Yeah.
So in due time, I think so.
Well, you
Yeah.
do pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I would love to just sit and hear each one of you kind of. Do you prophetically minister as well? I,
Yes.
I somehow knew that. I have no, I mean,
I feel like,
spirit no spirit, right?
Yeah.
I knew that you guys flowed prophetically. Is that something that you want to eventually incorporate in your music going forward?
that's
Rather than it being
always
so structured,
Yeah.
that it's like, okay, do that again. No, okay.
I
Eh,
know. That's been our we're like
what
in the
happened,
studio with
Jess?
us right now. It's like the conversation we
how
have
do you know?
all the time. We wanna do live
We
and
want
have
to do
the
live recordings so
encounter.
bad. Yeah.
Oh,
Who
it's
knew
gonna
the
happen.
studio
Because you know
world?
what? That's not even a part of my questions.
Look at
It
God.
wasn't even on here. I just sensed that you guys get spiritual downloads.
Oh yeah.
And you are worshipers and you're prayer warriors, and
Mhm.
those are the kinds of people who truly ignite when they have the mic in their hand, and it's like, okay, sit back, we don't know what's coming because it's gonna be good, but yeah.
Literally. You should hear our like powwows
That
like behind this. Wow.
literally.
Well, can you share a little bit? We're going to break in just about 1 minute. Can you
Okay.
share any little thing that wouldn't be, so giving, um, but kind of, you know, just a little something to help us get a better understanding of what it is we miss behind the scenes with you guys?
Like a word, like a
Like
like
what we
some
do.
encouragement.
Get part of the powwow.
Yeah.
Oh. Um, I know a lot of times like I'm not putting you out there, but like I know
You're fine.
sometimes like Sunday morning, it's like she done had to get the kids ready. She done been
Right?
rushing. She
Yep.
late. Sound check is
Yes.
over, and sometimes
Yes.
like I can sense. I think we sense each other's energy,
Mhm.
and I'm like, it's not about that. Let it go. Let it
Yeah.
go. And she's like, I just don't think, and it's like it's not about that. God wants what's in here, not what's
Yeah.
in here. What's in here.
Yeah.
So I think shaking it off. I'm helping each other shake it off, or
Yeah.
sometimes we pray in the spirit on the
Mhm.
way to the studio.
I love it. I love it.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
I
It's important.
do.
Right.
I
Jesus.
really, I
Yeah.
love it.
We
I
usually give
mean,
each
your
other.
generation needs more of that there are a lot of loops and beats, that's out there that to me, I just that's another live. But I enjoy seeing um, people like you because I'm 58, right? So I'm a little older, and I know the power of the prophetic in music.
Yeah.
It will tear down in places,
Man.
none of us realize until the person comes and says, that song you sang, that moment when you were such, I was going through this. And I'm not saying that music can't heal like that, but the
Right.
prophetic knows
Different.
what's
Yeah.
needed
The
at that
healing.
moment.
Mm-hmm.
That hidden thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we, in the state of the world now,
Oh, need
we need there, suicide, depression,
Mhm.
all of that, addictions, and people are afraid to talk about it. In African American families, it's what happens here stays here. You don't tell anybody anything.
Right.
But
Take
we
it to your
can't
next
heal
one.
if we don't share. So for those who have not come out yet to share that, my heart is that the music gets into your soul, into your spirit, and delivers that part that is just hidden and
Amen.
suppressed. And I can't wait for you guys to tap into that in your music. And it goes all over the
It's
world for
coming.
everybody to hear. It's coming. I agree.
Yes.
I totally agree.
Yes,
Wow.
ma'am.
Well, Evelyn B is saying it's stability for her. It did
Oh,
it for her.
yeah.
It sure did. I'm telling you, I love that song. When I first heard it, I said, okay, I want to play it so they
Right.
Oh, oh,
Oh, but now when we come back, I do have a snippet of one of my other favorite songs, "Set for
Yeah.
Life." That is an anthem for
I
me.
think that's my, yeah, I think that
And
might
that
be
song is amazing.
my warrior song right now. That's why.
Exactly, because I'm in warrior mode, and maybe that's why I'm identifying with it.
yeah.
But when we come back, we'll chat a little bit, but I'm definitely going to play a little snippet of that. So, you guys don't go away. I hope you're enjoying the conversation with After. We got Tia and Jazz. They're so cute. Sweethearts. Oh gosh, they're like little sisters now, okay?
Yeah.
So don't go too far, you guys. We'll be back with more right here on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Father, help us.
Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to hear the stories of artists you love and discover artists you'll learn to love on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide via Facebook and YouTube. The expansion continues. You can locate us on 10 affiliate radio stations, rebroadcasting Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide segments around the globe. Come on, join the indie community.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, it's a great time to be on. We've got Tia, we've got Jazz, better known as After. And that means Along for the Ride. Also, they have a CD that's called Along for the Ride. We'll definitely chat about that a little later in the show. But I wanted to ask you about some pivotal moments. Either one of you can jump in on this. Um, if there were any, and or any you can share moments that kind of led you towards wanting to record professionally.
I don't know if it happened that
I
way.
was gonna say, I think it chose us.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's amazing how you guys are so synced in together like that. Yeah. So it
I
pretty
mean,
much
we were in there with like background stuff because we lived for like coming up with harmonies and just kind of being in the background. But as
sure.
far as like being out and like put y'all up front.
Yeah.
It found us.
Encourage.
I love it. What voice are you, Tia, comfortable singing? What's your dominant voice?
Like alto? Like,
Uh-huh.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
more of an
alto.
alto. I can, yes.
She can sing anything, but but she has a
This is
rich
right
tenor.
here. I have a good,
Oh,
thank
she
you.
has a rich.
Oh.
Her
Fun.
tenor is like. And then she gets in this head voice to get her soprano notes out, and it's really pretty.
All right. Let's get you some more multifaceted. Yeah. She's like, stop, you're embarrassing me. So, Jazz, what about you? What's your dominant voice?
I'd like to take alto.
Do you?
They
It's
seem to put me
beautiful.
on soprano a lot, but
Really?
I'd like to.
You're more
alto.
comfortable as alto, really. Can you sing all three parts? Can you
Yes, she
sing all?
can.
Okay.
And
On a
strong
good
and
day,
full voice.
yeah.
Yes.
On a good day, it requires, it requires a lot of pumping me up to get me to
She's got it.
be way up there.
For soprano, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Like, who's gonna sing that? And I'm like, you.
I don't know.
No, I'm not. And then after my attitude comes down.
Oh, Lord. I bet you do an excellent job. I bet you do. So who said Whitney? Was it you that said Whitney was like your... But then Whitney is a doggone soprano from here until...
Yeah.
And I know you were singing some of her songs.
I sing
Mariah
dance with somebody.
Carey.
It's in the alto range. I want to dance with, that's me right there. The other song, the hard songs, I will always no ma'am.
Yeah,
Just listen.
Oh God. I didn't hear my favorite artist in there. I want to throw her in there. Anita Baker. I love.
Oh, yes.
I knew I was going to get that reaction from you guys.
Yeah. I vibed. I wouldn't like sing her stuff. I'm not saying like I wouldn't sing, but I'm saying growing up, like I would just listen. She's like part of my cleanup music because my parents play the Tina Marie's and that's like my Saturday music.
Yeah.
Oh, your cleanup as you're cleaning up.
Yes, Saturday morning.
That kind of
my mama turned on the. Yes, we had.
Do you know my cleanup music? And definitely. So how do you mind telling me what age group you guys are in? What
30s? I'm in my 30. You're 30 now.
Tell the people how old you are.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not 30.
Tell the people how old you are.
I do. I do. Forget.
I'm 31 and
I'm 33.
Okay.
Right? I think so.
Our birthdays are 4 days apart.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that. You guys. Your sister's for real. You know.
For real.
For real. For real. So in my cleanup days, it was music from, I'm definitely dating myself. It was El DeBarge, I Call Your Name.
Me too.
Oh, see? But you can relate to that.
Yeah.
Whitney, I mean, I can relate to her. I remember that first album with the jungle behind her and this beautiful dress with the one arm. I remember that. Yeah. Cameo. Anything from Cameo. I love Jeffrey Osborne.
What does he say?
He sang, well, he was with LTD. That's what it was. Now you started asking me about LTD.
Okay.
They had a bunch of songs. But then Jeffrey went out by himself. James Ingram with Patty Austin. So Patty Austin and James Ingram.
Yeah.
These are just some of the songs that definitely Aretha Franklin. You can't forget.
I don't know why.
I don't say Aretha. He's soprano.
No.
That's probably
She really is. But on the gospel side, definitely the Clark sisters.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
The Clark sisters. I loved Yolanda with the Southeast Inspirational Choir. but that
Okay.
was years and years ago. My Liberty.
Yeah.
My
Okay,
Liberty?
My Liberty. Yep.
Is that the
And
album or that's the song?
that's the name of the song. Yeah, but that was with a choir. It wasn't
Okay.
something that was on any of her music.
Okay.
And then who else did we? Because our family, well, my older sister, she's only 2 years older. She and I would go to somebody's house down the street, and we would all sit together in a kitchen and
Oh.
just sing. Just and we
Oh,
were part of Madrigals,
we do
which
that.
was
Yeah.
you guys do. So that's where I'm getting to. Definitely where I'm getting to. Do you rehearse frequently? Do you guys get together and on purpose, or does it just happen?
Both.
It's both.
It's
Yeah,
both.
we
Her husband
try.
plays the piano.
Mhm.
So usually he brings the piano wherever he goes, or most of the time.
Really?
And then
Yeah.
we'll say, Javon, what's this key? And then
He'll do
it
something.
starts everything.
Oh,
And then
I love it.
Worship.
yeah, we married into a family of singers. Like our
Mhm.
mother-in-law
Did
sings,
you?
our sister-in-law sings.
Yeah.
My husband, he got a nice voice.
He does.
He's more manager
Mhm.
material. He's more,
Oh,
hey babe, he's watching.
got it.
Yeah, he's more the manager. He tells us like, no, don't sing it like that. You need to sing it like this.
Oh, he's producer.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I
Mhm. Yeah, more of a producer.
I love
Too funny. Oh God. So, Epidemic Sound, is that
Mhm.
your label for you guys?
yeah, that's the label we're on.
Yeah. So, what do you plan to do going forward? Are you going to start traveling, and how would you, because you're both married and have children, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, do you travel already?
No, we're not
Not far. We travel
Not
local.
far. Okay.
Maryland.
Yeah. A little bit.
I got her to come to Fairfax.
You did.
That's a little
And
drive.
that's about,
Yeah. Within the DMV.
Yeah, we stay within the DMV for the most part. For
So
now.
Yeah.
For right
I was gonna say, because that's not gonna last long, ladies.
now. I
You
don't
keep,
foresee it lasting long.
yeah,
Well,
if you keep singing the way you're singing,
I have a feeling that we are going out into
you're gonna branch beyond the DMV. Absolutely, yeah. God will give you grace for balance.
Yeah.
I believe that. I really do. Because if you're not already doing it, you probably haven't. Well, you probably have thought it. You just said, it's not going to last for long.
Yeah.
In doing so. But so we're going to take the last break. But before we do, I wanted to ask you just a fun question. What's like one of your favorite pastimes between you and jazz that you like to do? Do you skate? Do you bowl? Do you what do you guys do?
Gosh. Sometimes nothing.
Yeah.
Just
Sometimes
come
we just stay and we
together.
talk.
Yeah.
We talk. We watch the
Kids
kids run around.
kicking the tires.
We vent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think we spend a lot of time encouraging each other.
That's
That's
Sometimes we meet up
it.
and we've had a rough day, and it's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
that's
Yeah.
the best time lifting each other
Being each other's equalizers.
for sure. Because
That
sometimes
is so
and then sometimes she needed
It's literally like
it's so flip flop. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Let me,
I'm good.
it's literally, or if she's going through, I'm like, oh, I'm next. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Wow.
Literally.
Well, we have a comment from Thomas Keenan. Singing background for them is Heaven on Earth. Aww. They are truly gifted, talented, and anointed.
Aw, thank
Look
you,
at that.
Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas. We appreciate it. We really, really do. Well, we're going to take the last break of the night. It is 9:00. Can you
Yeah.
believe it?
How did that happen?
It's not halfway through. Definitely didn't get an opportunity to do that snippet, but that's the first thing. Matter of fact, how about I leave out with the snippet and go into the, I think that would just put the icing on the cake. Set for Life. Now, I really, really love that song, and it is definitely a warrior's anthem.
It
Um,
is.
did either one of you write, contribute writing, and quickly tell me how that song came to be?
Oh gosh. Yes. So me and our sister-in-law, Britt, we wrote it together. What was it? Listening to that music, it just
Oh
sounded
yeah, you did say it sounded like an anthem.
it just sounded like an anthem, something to encourage. And it was like the hook just kind of came. It was just like being reminded that we're good. We're good. No matter what's happening on the left, the 10,000 fall, don't matter. We're good. And it was just like it became an anthem. It was just
it wasn't until the studio and I was like, this is anthem. Because it literally sounded like this is an anthem. This is an anthem for sure.
I love it. I truly love it. It's only about 48 seconds. So, because I knew we had a premiere, but I just want to share with everybody, you guys have got to go into their library and get their music, listen to their music. You will truly, truly enjoy it just like I did. You guys, this is Set for Life. And we'll be back in just a little bit right here on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide. Set for life.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to hear the stories of artists you love and discover artists you'll learn to love on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide via Facebook and YouTube. The expansion continues. You can locate us on 10 affiliate radio stations, rebroadcasting Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide segments around the globe. Come on, join the indie community.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the last half hour. No. The last half hour. And I wish you guys could have seen behind the stage. They were just like in it. They were so in it. I loved it. I was like, yes. Oh, those were the best 45 seconds of my life with them. That song is so powerful. You guys have got to hear it from beginning to end. I just got to the end of it. I gave you the punchline first, but it was amazing. I was like, Lord, I just kept playing. Last night, I kept playing it over, the whole song over and over and over. And I woke up and it was quiet. I was like, what happened to me? Oh, gosh. So when you guys, I want to ask, when you guys sing, you don't always sing just your music, right? You sing covers as well, yes?
A little bit. For the Valentine's thing we did. A little bit. Yeah. I mean,
is there a favorite for you? Favorite cover that you love to minister?
I don't know.
Probably a worship song. If
it's something.
We usually make like mashups.
Of course. So it's like a medley.
Yeah, we love medley. So maybe that's the answer. A medley of something.
A medley of something.
We love that.
So most of your music then seems like you do when you're performing or ministering, um, it's mostly your own music then, and then maybe a little bit of something.
So for worship purposes,
Yeah.
we've only sang our music once.
Yes.
Oh,
We had our first like gig as after
Mhm.
in February for Valentine's Day, and
Yeah.
that was the first time that we sang our own songs live, and then we ended with a medley of some worship.
Of
But
course.
before that, we
yeah.
done worship,
Worship. Praise and worship
like
together.
worship covers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How amazing. How amazing. So you both write? Do you write both?
Mhm.
Yes.
What does that look like for you? I mean, what inspires you? Are you intentional about writing, or are you walking, shopping, taking a shower, brushing your teeth? When inspiration hits, how does that look when you're
Right.
getting ready to do that?
All of it.
All of
Those
it.
things?
All of it.
Sometimes we're sending each other voice memos like, "Sorry, I'm driving, but I wanted to send you this."
Aw.
Or yeah, yeah. It's
Oh,
All
wow.
the above.
all the
All the
above.
above.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we
Wow.
wrote like a whole song start to finish the other night that I was here because
Oh yeah.
we both were in our feelings and we're like, find a beat. Find a beat. So she found an instrumental and I think we wrote a song. Selfish.
We did. We
We
did.
talked about him.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
amazing. Well, we've got another comment from
That's my mom.
Chantel. Chantel Minor.
That's my mother.
Hi,
Hi,
mommy.
Mom. Thank
Hey,
you for
Mom.
watching us. Two anointed and talented young ladies. Proud to call them my daughters. Ma sends her love too.
Hi,
Aw,
Mom. Hi, Mom.
that is so cool. That is absolutely the
I've
coolest.
always wanted to do that. Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Well, you got the opportunity tonight. Oh, goodness. So when you guys are doing your music and you've come up with let's just say a new composition, how do you decide? Does the producer or do you guys decide who does the lead when, or how does that look in the studio?
Between the three of us.
Yeah.
Because our sister-in-law, she's also there for us in the studio because she's written most of our songs.
Yes.
Brittany, are you talking about Brittany?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you talking about her. Didn't she write or contribute? Right? Was it Brendan and Brittany that both
For
wrote
separate.
Set for Life? They are some
Mhm.
bad writers.
Yeah, she's
And I
amazing.
do mean good.
Yeah, she's amazing.
So they are the ones who kind of decide which one of you will start lead in a song. Is that what you're?
It depends. Like she might feel strongly like, okay, I see Tia singing this, but she ultimately might say, well, what do you guys think?
Yeah,
and then sometimes like
varies.
if we're going through it, like I think the most recent song that we're working on right now, like I kind of listen to it over and over and I'm like, yeah, this is Tia. And then Tia's like, whatever you want. So,
So that's
how it goes.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
And it might change on the spot. Like sometimes it's like, how about I sing that part? And then teamwork. That's the short answer.
makes the dream work.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I want to get into the music part of things with you. I mean, that's what we're talking about at the moment. But so is this like your first recording? When did you start recording um like to submit to the public? Because I know some artists will, they'll have a single or maybe do a couple of songs, an A-B song, and it's just for my people at church, blah blah blah. Because I see that happen quite a bit. But so what was the first year of your actual release to like the DSPs, like the digital streaming platform services?
Last year.
Yeah.
So that was last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Last year.
Wow. Really?
Fresh.
It's very still don't know what I'm doing, but it's fine.
That is so funny.
the ride because
Oh
Yeah.
gosh. You guys are amazing. So, sometimes when you don't know, you learn along the way.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with learning
Mhm.
along the way. But your music has just really blessed me. So your first album is Along for the Ride then. Is that
Mhm.
literally? So did you have a single released before the album? Which came
Yes,
first?
oh, we did.
First, yeah, Stability and oh,
Yep.
we did After All.
After All
After
was
All
first.
was first.
I was obsessed with After All. Most of those
Yeah.
views are probably from me because or streams because that's how
Because you loved your
yeah. Yeah.
wow.
Along for the
Yeah, I
ride.
think to hear
After All.
ourselves like
That's
that.
amazing. So you guys love to hear yourself sing? Because some artists cringe because they hear things that nobody else even hears. Tia, do
I,
you do that?
She's like,
I am
I'm
growing.
like, turn it up.
No, I'm doing a whole lot better. Like I have some faves now. I'm like, okay, I can listen to a couple of, like For My Good. I can listen to that all the time.
Oh, I love
So there's like some.
Oh my god, too funny. So Along for the Ride, how many songs were on that? Is it about 8, 9?
It's about 8
I think it's 8.
8. Yeah. What's your favorite, Tia, on the album?
on the album.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I want to
making
say Gratitude was it was at least I played it a lot.
Gratitude for my favorite.
Yeah, because I just liked how we got to end it.
I like that one too.
Because when who was on the piano?
Chris
was on the piano in the studio. It was just fun because we were all like, we just want to do something a cappella at the end.
Oh, that was
oh wow.
yeah.
And
that was done in real time. The ending was done in real time.
In studio.
Really?
Yeah. It was just
Can you give us a taste?
At each other.
Can y'all give us a taste of it?
Oh,
don't look surprised. She's like, which was it?
Oh, sing it.
I mean, you can play it to get a key. I mean, but I'd love to hear you guys' voices harmonically.
Okay, because I don't remember.
And somebody's laughing.
I know.
But it's like, oh my god, she asked us to sing.
See, that's the thing. I know it's like every time. Oh my god.
Yeah. See?
Every time.
Every time?
Oh, and then I messed it up. Nope. When life is life.
Yeah. Troubles troubling.
Issues pile up.
Remember, my friend,
that God is greater than our problems. When you feel like you can't make it through,
find your gratitude.
Find your gratitude.
All right.
Your gratitude.
Love it. Love it. If I had cheers, I'd give you cheers. Y'all better get it, somebody says. Y'all better get it. On day, I think. Yeah. Y'all better get it. Oh, I love it. I just love it. And I had no intentions of even asking you to do that. But when you were saying, oh, the harmony at the end, I just love it. Well, can we hear it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm growing.
I love it. I do. So after the release of Along for the Ride, there was another, let's see. I was just trying to, I guess I was trying to make sense and see, well, I wonder why they, so you had Hell for Life, and there are 2 songs. It's like an A, B, kind of, well, that's how I looked at it, like a side
Yep,
A,
it
side B.
was. Yep, Set for Life and
And
Holding On.
that's when I found Set for Life. I said, oh, but it's not on the CD though.
Yeah.
Ah. So what inspired the, doing just the two songs on Held? So it's called Held for Life.
Mm-hmm.
So what inspired that?
Oh gosh.
The name or doing the two songs
Doing the
together?
two.
Both.
I think the time frame of
Yeah.
you can't have one without the other. I felt like
Got it.
It works.
you have to hold on because you're set. Like it's already promised that
It's
you're
already
gonna
promised.
be
Yeah.
victorious. So
Yeah.
hold on because we set. You know, I think
Together. It works.
Yeah,
We
I
needed
think it's
encouragement in
fun.
that season too. I think that
Yeah.
season was, I don't even remember specifically what was like happening. I just remember it was like, we're going through a
There's
lot.
a lot going on.
We needed some encouragement and kind of
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
it was our way of encouraging ourselves.
Yeah.
And
Aw,
so,
I love that. I
Yeah.
really, really, really do. I like both of those songs, actually. I really do. But your newest release, which we're getting ready to premiere, is called Amazing.
yeah.
So who are the writers on Amazing?
Was that just me
I
and
think that was
Sis?
you and Sis.
Yep, me
And Joe.
And
Did
Joe.
Joe help?
Joe did help a bit. Tim helped get it started. He said the first
Oh
thing.
yeah.
So
we did. Yeah.
it was like we were on like a writer's
summit.
a summit
Yeah.
with the label.
Mhm.
And so it was a lot of different artists that came together and we were just kind of encouraging each other and we got paired up.
Yeah.
And me and Brittany started writing and they were like, hey, what does this sound? Tim was just like, started something.
I think they made the beat like
right
at that moment
on the spot.
So we all just were in the studio together. And
Wow.
just some ideas.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. So what about the inspiration for the song Amazing?
Gosh,
That's such a blur.
it was just like, because I remember we were sitting on the, I was sitting on the couch. We were hanging out, all the kitties. And then the music, when they, I know they have lots of cats. They were playing the music and it just sounded like, gosh, he's amazing. It was just like,
Yeah.
Wow.
all the things. It was looking around. I was like,
Yeah.
it was just the atmosphere. And it was like the music just gave that energy
Yeah.
and reminder and kind of
Mhm.
just,
I keep thinking of the other Amazing.
which
Wow.
I did.
Wow. So do you have different producers across the board, or do you use the same producers with most of what you do? So who are the producers of the CD?
oh goodness.
There's multiple.
Multiple. Got it.
Yeah, I think because we're new, like we know people that our sister Brittany has used.
Sure.
And then so I think we kind of were following and like trusting her judgment and meeting them. And then it's like, oh, this is great. So then it's like, if we find someone we like, we kind of held on to them, but then we went to the summit and then we were able to kind of
More
test out some
connection.
other things and
Venture.
like that. And I think now we're at a point where it's like, okay, if we want this vibe, we're going to call this person. If we want this vibe, we want to call this
To
person.
call that right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think once you get your get synced and you hear where God is taking you at that moment, you'll figure it all out. I think it'll come out, at that point. But I'm loving the sound. We are going to premiere tonight.
Okay.
Amazing. We really are. And you guys know the hearts emojis, all those who are watching, if this isn't your first rodeo with me, just, love on the song, give us hearts and likes and whatever other emojis that you want to put out there. But this is our premiere by our guest, Amazing by AFTR. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't you guys go too far. We'll be back right here on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide.
When I think about His grace, His freedom, something like a woman prays. I'm grateful for the loving that you gave. It's so amazing. No matter who we are, we know you'll never change. I'm in awe of how you keep doing something amazing. He's always away, doing something amazing. Because of his grace, doing something amazing. Always amazing. Let me tell you all the ways I'm covered. I got strength around my reins as he ushers friends and family, I say, in his shelter. No matter where I turn, there's blessings in my face. I'm in awe of how you keep doing something amazing. He's always away, doing something amazing. Because of his grace, doing something amazing. Always amazing. He's always doing amazing, something amazing. Unending love, never failing peace, overflowing hope to keep going. That's unending love, never failing peace, overflowing hope to keep going. If you've seen it done, changing the impossible to the greatest story told. All I am is nothing short of a miracle. I'm in awe, you're so amazing. Doing something amazing. He's always away, doing something amazing. Because of his grace, doing something amazing. Always amazing, amazing. Doing something amazing. He's always away, doing something amazing. Because of his grace, doing something amazing. Unending love, never amazing, overflowing, amazing. Keep going, grace. Unending love, never failing peace, overflowing hope to keep going, grace. That's unending love, never failing peace, overflowing hope to keep going.
So amazing, ladies. Applause, 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 applause. The cheers. I love it. I love it. Has any of your music gone to radio?
Not that I know of.
I know
Not-
it's been on some playlists, like some
Mhm.
featured playlists, like gospel, new gospel 2025 on Apple Music. I think it's like their specific curated, like
Mhm.
they,
Right.
Which was cool. That's
which is
kind of
cool.
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, but never at radio. You didn't secure a promoter to
You
play.
know what? Right.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah. So what is next for After? Look at that. Huh. What's
I
next
like
for After?
that.
Next. Okay.
So
Ooh.
after we figure out what we're doing, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think I mean, we're just along for the ride.
Yeah.
So I think it's like you said, just trusting God and figuring
Yeah.
out where does He want us. I think the biggest lesson that I'm learning right now is surrendering, like my plans.
Absolutely.
And
Oh
what I
wow,
want
I love
to
it. Yeah.
happen. I think we're both getting to that point.
yeah.
So I think that'll open up a couple more doors, maybe doors that we didn't know we were knocking on.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
So,
Yeah.
so I don't know. We'll
whatever
see.
he wants.
Whatever the Lord wants is what
Yeah.
you'll do. Obedience. I love that. I really do.
Oh, that word.
I really do. Yeah.
Heavy.
The O word.
The O word.
Yeah. So no website, but you
Mhm.
are on Instagram.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yep,
You are on
Instagram.
Instagram and YouTube.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
And so we are just happy to have had you guys on.
Thank you so
Share
much.
your journey. It has been so much fun. I told you. So did it go by fast or did it go by fast? That
It
one
went
episode.
by fast.
It did. Yeah,
Yeah.
it usually does. What do you want? Is there a specific thing that you ask the Lord to allow people to feel when they hear your music?
You can answer that.
I can answer that. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Well, I mean, we always just pray that it touches somebody, that it's what they need. Like it ministers to us, that it would minister and touch them wherever they are. The same,
Yeah.
yeah, in the music that it just,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The biggest thing is encouragement and being uplifted. Because like
Yeah.
we said, like a lot of the songs come from what we need at that time.
yeah.
Right.
So
Hoping that, as the Lord pours into us, we can pour into others.
Absolutely.
We're blessed to be a blessing.
blessed
That's
to be
what
a blessing.
Absolutely. Wow. Well, I just want to again tell you guys thank you so much for being the heart of God in your generation and having the mind of Christ in your generation. And even not just your generation, but for those who will hear it, doesn't matter how young, doesn't matter how old, if they have Christ in them, then they'll receive it and they'll be healed and they'll be delivered and they will be set free.
Amen.
And I am waiting for that prophetic flow in your music.
Come on, me
I'm
too.
waiting to hear that because sometimes it gets so rough and you don't want to hear a bunch of beats.
Mm-mm.
You just want to hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. And sometimes when you're hearing the ministered word via a sermon, yes, that is God's word, and I get it. But there are times when you just need the music, and it just does something for me that I can't really put into words, except when it's the right music.
Right.
I just want to sit in that place. I wish I didn't have to leave out. I just stay in it for hours, just stay covered under it. And then when I have to come from out of it, it's like, oh, do I gotta? Wow. But I believe you're going to be one of those artists who delivers that type of music to the world.
Thank you, Jesus.
Receive it.
Yes.
I do. So I just want to send blessings to you and your family, that the Lord would protect you, He would keep you, that He would have His angels surround you. And the word in Psalms 91, that every word in there is sealed over your life, and that no weapon formed against you would prosper. And every tongue that rises against you in judgment will be condemned.
In the
And
name of
the
Jesus.
favor of the Lord is just poured out on you. Doors will open that no man can shut. I just thank God that chains are broken the moment you get up to minister, that when you are in the presence of God, that your hearts are open and yielded to hear what the Holy Spirit has to say, and you are not afraid to speak it nor sing it. And that when the people hear it, it will be just what they need. So blessings and grace and more grace on you guys.
Thank you,
Receive
Jesus.
it.
Thank
you,
you.
Sabrina.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Well, I don't want to let them go.
No.
I don't want to let them go. You're like little sisters, and so the next time something comes up, just call me and say, "Hey, we got a new project, We want to
Oh,
share it.
man.
You got a place, we want to come. Just
Thank
come.
you.
This is family for you guys now, okay?
Thank you so much.
And I'm going to start sharing some of your stuff. You will be on the radio stations that now cover this live broadcast. It will be rebroadcasted to about
Wow.
8 to 10 more radio stations all over the world and out of the country.
Thank you.
So it is a blessing. It is a
Lord.
blessing. Hey, it's God.
Yes.
Like I said, I don't even know how I found you guys, but I just did.
Right.
I think that is so amazing.
that?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
You
Yeah.
remember, you let us know.
Yeah.
If you ever remember.
Oh, well, I hope I get to meet you live soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, listen, everybody. I love you guys for coming and sitting with us. Remember, what you make happen for others, God will make it happen for you. You guys hang out. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to play a few credits, but I love you guys and I will see you. I won't have a show on the Monday of Memorial Day. I will rest. But I will put out a promo and let you guys know it. But come June 2nd, it's on and popping. So you guys take care, be safe, and I'll see you soon.